Hey everyone, it's George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World. You guys are always wondering, what's with the ISDN? Do I need it? What if I don't need it and I buy it? Should I buy it? When should I buy it? What are the alternatives to using ISDN? What else can I get in preparation for ISDN? Why would I need ISDN? Never ends. But this one, could be relevant for a lot of you. This is from Ken Foster, and he says, I'm in an area where ISDN is not an option for my home studio. I would like to state on my website and other places that I am ISDN capable via some of the newer alternatives such as IPDTL and or Source Connect Now. And a reputable engineer/producer advised me that I set up and test with Source Connect Now initially since it's free, then change to IPDTL after successfully setting things up and testing since it is not free, and work out the kinks in the free solution, then sign up for the subscription service after ostensibly having both, I guess. I would expect to need to connect to another location to test and verify that everything is working or not. Do you know, or can you advise on how to go about testing either of these technologies? Thanks for all you do. Yeah, well, Source Connect Now is an absolute no-brainer. It is absolutely free. It works with Google Chrome on an Android phone or on a Windows or Mac computer. So there's absolutely no excuse to not get Source Connect installed and start playing with it. They don't have an easy way to test it where you get a loop back or an echo back from another computer right out of the gate. However, you can actually do your own test with Source Connect Now. And let me show you how it works. So first you have to be logged into your Source Connect Now account. So I'll do that right now. Logging in. Okay, now that I'm in, I have to start my connection. Now I'll click Connect Now. And now I'm connected to my account, okay? But I need to connect to the account from somewhere else to get a loopback. So once you're logged in, you can basically invite yourself. So you just take this link and open it in another tab of your browser. Type in another name. And now I have created my own loopback test. So I'm sending a signal out, and I'm sending it back to myself. And thereby, I'm proving that the system works. I'm hearing myself looping back. So there is a definitive test that the system's working. You can stay connected as long as you want because it's your own connection, and keep talking. You can hear how fast the latency is. It's crazy fast. The latency is really, really amazing. Amazingly low. So that's how easy it is to test the system. Once you know Source Connect Now is working correctly, then you can go on to using other things. Source Connect Now works for anybody that wants to use it. IPDTL works great for other people that want to use IPDTL. There's a couple ways that we implement this stuff. Oh, let me turn this down because it's going to drive you guys crazy hearing the echo. But there's several ways to implement this stuff, and it really does depend on your client's needs, their comfort with using new technology, whether they're recording you or not, whether they're just listening to you or whether they're actually, recording the session, I mean to say, and whether they're a studio that already uses a technology such as regular Source Connect. There's so many variables, and it really has to come down to the particular client and a conversation you have with the client, communicating what your capabilities are and finding out what their capabilities and comfort level is at trying new things. Once they find out how easy it is to connect to you and listen to you at super high quality, they're going to want to use this every time, I'm pretty sure. And if you can show them how to record you directly off Source Connect Now, that's an even better solution in some cases, not always, but it takes a little bit more advanced skills and a few more tools to do that. Now, once you're on Source Connect Now, if your client isn't using anything and they're going to use whatever you tell them to use, like through the invite link, there's no reason to use anything else. Source Connect Now is fine. Works just as well, sounds just as good as IPDTL. If you need more connectivity, though, you need more capabilities to do things outside of the Source Connect Now realm, That's where IPDTL at this point has the advantage, because IPDTL has the capability of connecting to others that are on ISDN or acting as a phone patch. So that's a pretty interesting interim solution for those that need a way to connect to ISDN users. So you might want to consider that right now. It's pretty affordable. It's very new, but in preliminary tests, it seems to be working. It seems to actually work as an ISDN bridge, and it works pretty well. So you can give that a try and see what you find to be a usable solution. Will you ever actually need to buy an ISDN box? I can't possibly answer that question. Are you going to land a major promo campaign or some commercial campaign that allows you to work from home? That's a long shot, but I don't know where you are in your career. If you do, that's when it's going to be time to make the plunge or take the plunge and buy an ISDN system. The equipment, fortunately, being now so old, is very available on eBay. You can buy ISDN codec equipment now I've seen it go for well under $500. It's just a matter of the ability of getting the lines. And as you said, you're not in an area where it's possible to get it. So you're not going to even consider it at this point unless you were to move. So your options really are to do what you just said, to do what I just demonstrated. Use Source Connect now, get it up and running, experiment with it, get comfortable with it, make sure it's reliable for you, connect to some friends. I'm sure you know other people that are voice actors, right? And connect to them and do tests. And then give IPDTL a shot as well. These systems are not interoperable, so you got to have them both if you want to be able to support everybody. Source Connect now free, IPDTL not free. I think it's about $175 a year to have your own license. And it's double that price if you want to have a license to share with other people to be able to connect to you without them having to buy a license through the IPDTL Link Plus plan. And then an additional fee as well if you want to be able to connect to users on ISDN. That's my 2 cents. As you can see, it's totally doable to test it yourself. And, a little bit of hand holding you might need. If that's what you need, that's what I'm here for. That's my job. You can consult with me over at vostudiotech.com and set up a support session for me to walk you through it and get it up and running. If you have any other questions like this, I would love to answer them on the show. Send them in to whittamsworld@edgestudio.com, and you can always call us over at the Edge Home Mothership base in Manhattan, New York at 212-868-EDGE. Thanks for listening. This has been George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World. Oh, and don't forget to check out my Movember campaign that I'm running. I've started a Movember team with my friends over at WOVO at worldvoices.org. I'll have a link below where you can check out what we're doing and help raise some money for men's health issues. That's what Movember is all about. Trying to grow a mustache. I'm not so great at it, but trying my best. This is what it's all about, men's health. So I hope you can help contribute. Thanks for listening. This has been George Whittam reporting for Whittam's World. See you next week.